because of the waterfall we've had up here, some of the roads get a little compromised, so you have to go down a different road. But none of these roads up here are paved, which is something that I really, really love about this. I love that about this place up here. So anyway, still going. Yeah, my neighbors are building up out here. Look at that. This tiny house has a old western town storefront. I mean, like, look at that guy there. Nice. Wow, this is such a creative property. And they have their water tanks over there and everything. But behind that, it appears to be like a tiny house. So people are out here building up their stuff. And I just spoke with a neighbor named, I met another neighbor named Stephanie. And, oh, see, that is what's behind the fake old western town storefront. Oh, and it looks like they're building something there. They're getting a foundation prepared for something. So folks out here are pretty creative. They don't bother you too much. You take your acre and do what you want. I really appreciate being able to do that, because tiny houses, the difference between me and them, I ain't building no foundations and stuff. My stuff is going to be delivered with the foundation. Tiny houses on wheels. And when I get ready to move them around on my property, I can move them anywhere I want. Some neighbors have those units for storage, and some people make tiny houses out of them. Some people use them for office space or for whatever, but awfully creative. Awfully creative. Some barndominiums are going up too. Some folks just have their RVs, you know, and their trucks and everything. Yeah, he's got RV, and looks like he's got his stuff stored up here. Now that back there is like one of those old trailer homes like they used to have in the trailer parks. And he's had his property for a long time, because before I moved up here, before I made this purchase, I was told that the new ordinance is that you cannot have like the old trailer park, trailer type homes, because when they start to deteriorate, they're very difficult to, it's very difficult to get people to get rid of them. You know, it's somebody's investment. They don't want to get rid of it, right? So they keep them, but they get, you know, really where they're beaten up here and dilapidated, and then they become like a serious eyesore. They're not safe structures after that, so they don't want any more of those up here. So really, sometimes it's just good to get away. I mean, this was a crazy weekend for me. I didn't plan on driving up to White Hills. I was going to come the week of Christmas, because I'm catching a flight to Connecticut out of Las Vegas. So I was just going to rent a car, drive up here, do my little maintenance, hang out, spend the night, and then catch my flight the next day. But ended up having to come for something else. So this is just me sitting and chilling right now. I've already done my maintenance. I sprayed my Tomcat and my peppermint oil. No mice. Everything is copacetic. Like I said, I met a new neighbor today, and her and her husband are contractors, so like I might be able to get them to do some stuff for me later. But I was also asking about ordinances for the tiny houses, and, you know, using a composting toilet versus the septic tank. But on their property, they have a septic system. So I met some new neighbors. I love that. This is just me sitting and chilling. The weather is great, sunny, but it's always beautiful up here. One of the things is, when I drove up, I had a meeting that started at 10 o'clock this morning. And I got here and got set up, and then realized that because it's Arizona, it wasn't 10 o'clock yet. It was like 9 o'clock. So So I had a whole hour to prepare for my meeting, but I just have my area set up like, bed style, like king size bed style, and got all my pillows and everything, and got my TV going, and already did my meeting. I've got my battery over there in the corner. Yeah. And next time I come, I'm also going to bring a mattress for the loft, because no mice means I can have my extra bed up in the loft, and they're not going to be up there messing up stuff. So, more good times in White Hills, Arizona. I love it. So relaxing. I'm about to go meditate.